Hello, engineers and tinkerers. Welcome to the Steamworks. This is ChrisDash. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Saturday that we're experiencing sweltering heat in the Northeast. Well, actually, right now it's not bad. It's like 60, 70 degrees, but and I don't know what that is in Celsius, so I apologize to my, 98% of the rest of the world, because we here in the U.S. still use what are known as standard measurements, even though they're no longer standard. Don't know why they're called imperial. There we go, imperial measurements. Hey, Sudden Warrior 76, good to see you. I may need your help later in the stream today, because we have to pick a new Endless Weekend game after this stream, so I'm going to pop open my Steam list, and we're going to take a look. I was thinking Starbound, but I'm open to ideas. Again, Endless Weekend would be a game that never ends, meaning, it could be a game that has different playthroughs every time you play it, even though you can beat it. Beating it doesn't actually beat the game. Or you can, it can be a game that is an MMO or a sandbox game. So we have a few different things out there. The only thing that I probably won't do are the massive, what are they called? Like ultimate battleground type of games where it's just a massive free-for-all. I don't think that, I'm not sure that I'm ready to dive into those yet, because my FPS skills are sadly out of date. The last time I was playing FPS games, I'm pretty sure, let's see, Portal, but Portal is not, Portal and Portal 2, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, those were like the last FPS type games that I played when I grew up. Unreal Tournament was the thing, and Unreal Tournament, of course, the Game of the Year edition, that was the real test. Well, that, and of course we had GoldenEye on N64, and that was one of my favorite FPS games. Delta Force on the PC was probably one of my first as well. All right, that being said, let me find Maplestory. Yeah, I haven't, remember being that we record everything here, I'm going to say that you definitely should follow Sudden Warrior 76 on Twitch and on YouTube. In fact, he followed me on YouTube, so I did the nice thing and followed back, because, that's the right thing to do. If somebody follows you, you should follow them. Mutual stalking is appreciated in the stream community. So, Sun Warrior, welcome back to the Steamworks. I'm glad you're joining me this morning for our last foray into Maplestory. For now, I'm going to get like a rotation of maybe 5 or 6 games, and then I'm going to rotate through them every month, so that throughout the year we get to see the same game twice. So I figure I'll rack up a series of 6 games, and then we'll rotate through them. Although I do have Stardew Valley, I am not going to do that one yet. I'm waiting for the multiplayer to be out of beta. And you may say, why? Why would you wait? It's insanely popular right now. You can make it higher in the stream rankings. Why don't you do this now? The reason I'm not doing it now is because I would like for Mrs. Dash and Mini Dash to be able to play with me in a stable gaming environment. So I'd like to have 3 people playing, maybe 2 people talking, and it would be amazing. So that's coming down the pike, hopefully. But yeah, Sun Warrior, follow him. He's playing, I keep forgetting the name of the game because I have terrible memory, but he's playing an incredible tank game. Right now, I think he's stuck in World War I tanks, or War Thunder, thank you. He's stuck in World War I style tanks, and he wants to move on to the more modern Abrams. But unfortunately, you gotta play for a while before you can unlock that. So he is doing some great things with this stream, though. So go check him out if you haven't. And on I was going to say Facebook, and on YouTube as well. I'm still waiting for the game to load. So in the meantime, I'm going to play this one.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
There we go. You're welcome. I don't know what it is. This game... finally. Finally. Let's make sure we remembered this morning to switch over to the game scene. That's been an issue in the past. Alright. Is the game volume loud enough? I hope so. Because we're going to get started. Oh, I gotta hide my... You notice I pick a channel that doesn't have many people on it. That's because I'm the most antisocial MMO player ever. Alright. Connecting to the server. Excellent. I actually look like a mage now. So after a month of effort. Although I'm still in the first town. Basically. Alright, give me 1 second. I have to... When I go to play, it's going to ask me, put in your PIN. So I'm going to do this. You can't see my PIN. Wait for it to connect. Alright. Sometimes it takes a while. Maybe next time we'll create a new character. They've got some interesting characters available, but I don't know if they're like pay-to-play type of characters, even though it's a free MMO. Now, I have to remember that this game is mostly keyboard controls. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I still have to set them up in Gerald. Oh no, I'm gonna start singing to this thing. Well, at least I can sing to this music and make things... I can... Why did that all go shaky? Anyway, I could sing to this music and not get flagged for copyright. Because that's a big thing right now on Twitch. There's a lot of automated DMCA stuff. Aw, they give me gifts because of unscheduled maintenance. I wasn't even online for that. That is so nice. Aw, that was so kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Maplestory team. An ARC event coin. Ooh, the ARC shop. Yeah, I heard about Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel Rocks is a neat service. That I wrote it down somewhere because I was thinking about using it. Another thing that you can use, because they do give permission for it, is a group of people called Chiptunes Rock. Or Chiptunes equal win. All right, so if you go to chiptuneswin.com, if you like that 8-bit music sound, like kind of sounding like traditional Nintendo or Super Nintendo games or early PC games, if you like that sound, chiptunes are a variety of things that contain sounds like that, although they may be produced on a more modern music platform. They may be a combination of more old 8-bit style sounding game stuff and more modern stuff. It's really a combination of factors, and it's really cool. It's really, really cool. So if you're into that, sometimes it sounds a little bit techno-ish, sometimes not. But if you like that 8-bit game sound, I found actually it's been ridiculously productive for me at work to do that. So let's see. I think I've done enough. What quest is down here? I think I want to head back up towards Elena. So I need to go to the hill north of Hennessis. And then I got to go to Six Path Crossway. And then walk back to Elena. So I'm going to close out of this. But yeah, Chiptunes rock. Look them, or Chiptunes equal win. Or chiptuneswin.com. Look them up. And they have something called Chiptunes Radio, which is really just a YouTube live that's constantly streaming their chiptune stuff. And they do allow for streaming. If you look on their website, there's a rule around it. If you are a streamer using it, they say that you have to just somewhere either in your stream or in your channel note that you use their music and put a link to their website or to their what's it called, their Bandcamp. And in YouTube, they ask that you credit in the comments for the they ask that you credit in the comments the artist and the tracks that you use, which shouldn't be a problem because there are ways to have whatever tracks you're playing get into Notepad and show up. I'm not sure on all of those tricks as of yet. Wait. This was not the region I wanted to go to. How'd I go south? I wanted to go north. All right, let me go back up. Ow. Ow. Stop tickling me. I don't want to be tickled. Okay. Let's go back. If I missed that jump, I would have been so mad. All right. Let's try this again. We want to go to the hill north of yeah. There we go. Wait, what? No. I want to go into the Bowman. I went to the wrong side of town. I was on the correct side of town when I went over this way. Oh, boy. This is me. This is me walking across town. There are faster ways. Here we go. Oh, that's right. I could waste a ow. You little bugger. And the game just froze. There we go. Yeah, DMCA is being a real pain. And I think it speaks to the nature of quote-unquote copywritten music. And I'm not saying that music shouldn't be copywritten. I'm saying copyright is broken. All right, now, do I want to go to Suspicious Hill? Is that the next area I need to go to? No. Where's Suspicious Hill? I don't know what Suspicious Hill is. This is a weird area. Let me take a look at Suspicious Hill. It's suspicious. But yeah, the state of copyright is broken. Because, to be honest... Alright, that was weird. I believe artists should get paid for their music, but I also believe in what's considered fair use and exposure. And most of the time, it's not the artists that aren't cool with things. It's the publishers. The publishers get really, really jerky about things. All right, that's it. You're ticking me off. Thank you. I'm just seeing, like, why this hill is so, like, evil, supposedly. There's just a lot of orange mushrooms here. Alright, I'm done. Nope. Yeah, it's the record labels that go after people, but they do it in an automated fashion. Like, they don't even care. It's like, no, you use this. We don't care what you used it for. We don't care if you made money off of it. Like, no, I don't want to go to Farm Street. So I've got to find that other... I meant to jump, but hitting them is okay too. But there's no discretion. That's what it is. There's no discretion. They don't care what you're using it for. They don't care how you're using it. They care that you didn't get permission and that you didn't pay them. Ooh, this is cool music. Somewhere out there is a hidden area called Ribbon Pig Forest. I don't remember where it is, but it's full of ribbon pigs. And ribbon pigs are exactly what they sound like. They are pigs with ribbons on them. Dang! Alright, I gotta say, the spawn mechanics in this game are stinking annoying. Because everything spawns right on top of you. But yeah, copyright and trademark. Yeah, I mean, if you're a smaller streamer, you do have less chance of getting caught. Copyright and trademark were designed to do certain things, and they no longer serve to do those things. They serve as a profit-making thing, which is why in a few years, when the trademark on Mickey Mouse is going to expire from 1930-something, I guarantee you that basically Disney is going to be lobbying. Yeah, it really is. It's like Dark Souls with a cute skin, because it's just a lot of grinding. But yeah, so it's... The thing I was saying was that basically... I need to find the road to Elena. Forest Trail 2. For example, the reason why we don't have anything going into the public domain is because Disney keeps lobbying for... Alright, way to the forest. That's what I need to be looking for. Lobbying for copyright extensions because Mickey Mouse is such a cash cow for them. Oh, that's gonna suck. That they don't want anybody making any derivative works of Mickey Mouse. They want to protect their image. They don't want... They don't want anybody taking Mickey Mouse and potentially doing nefarious things or making sub-profit off of Mickey Mouse that they don't get a piece of. And so every time Steamboat Willie is going to go into the public domain, they extend it. And so now copyright keeps getting, or trademark keeps getting extended over and over again, and we will never have public domain works. It's pretty cruddy. Well, last time it was the Sonny Bono copyright, Sonny Bono / Disney copyright law that was, or trademark law that was put into place. And with copyright, it's a similar thing. Copyright was designed to protect the artists and their works. And unfortunately, right now, it just protects kind of the labels and acts as like kind of a money maker for them, which is unfortunately how they chase after money when they could be using things like ShoutCloud and Twitch to make money. They could be, say, ask Twitch and Amazon to automatically detect what song's playing and put it out there just like they do for games. So you know how Twitch, for games, the game you're playing, there's usually a button you can click or somebody can click to purchase the game directly through Twitch or Amazon, and then if the streamer is an affiliate, they get a kickback. Do the same thing with the music. Make it so it auto-detects the music, because there's technology out there to do that. That's how the DMC auto takedown works. And then say, hey, buy the song. This is the song that's playing. If you like it, buy it. Automate it. It's such a burden being friends to humans. They're so rude, so violent. I got ambushed by a monster, which made me run for my life. Ever since then, I've wanted to venture outside Atlanta just to thought of that monster. Can you please take care of those monsters? Yes. Okay. 100 orange mushrooms. El Nina. Okay, so I've got to find the way to El Nina. So let's look. I haven't gone to El Nina. Wait, I'm in El Nina. So I just got to go back the way I came and kill a bunch of orange mushrooms. Okay. I think. Let me look at my map. Yeah, so I'm going to look for Shining Forest Path again. But that's all that they got to do. That's all the music industry has to do. And to give Disney credit where it's due, it's Disney's, it was Disney's epic idea to do movies anywhere, which is I got to say, the best thing that's happened to copyright in a long time, which is you buy a movie once, you get a digital code, and you're automatically given ownership on all of the platforms. That is an epic idea. So, like, you buy a movie, you get access on Amazon, you get access on Google, you get access on iTunes, all the places. That, my friends, is a genius plan. I love that because it's DMCA done right. It's copyright done right. It's basically saying I bought something, so I get access to it how and when and where I want it. I can download it. I can download it. I can play it through my computer, through like 5 different systems. What is this talking tree? And what does it talk about? Okay. So basically, you're labeled as a talking tree, and you do nothing. Let me go back to where the forest begins. Are there more orange? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Lots of mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms. Taking out the mushrooms. Taking out the mushrooms. I'm not standing in a safe place. There we go. Sorry, I just wanted to see who was... I wanted to get my chatbot up so I can actually get a different view of who's participating. Alright, you die. Takes a long time to farm these things. There's a group of 3. Multi-kill. So, anyway, that's where I stand on the copyright thing. I think that the music industry needs to do what the movie industry has been doing, which is if you purchase something, you need to get access to it on all the platforms everywhere. And I think it's because basically the movie industry didn't have a choice once Disney started doing it, because Disney has such a large repertoire of stuff that when Disney said, we're going to do this, we are going to do this, and you, the retailers, have to allow us allow our customers to have access to stuff, or we won't work with you. We won't sell you our stuff, or we will make you pay a higher premium, because I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. Oh. 74 cogs. Yeah, I think I have to adjust the cogs a little bit. I haven't played around with the point system, but it's weird that you're unranked, so give me a second. Let me go in here. Where are my users? Either that or I haven't set up ranks. Where are you? In my list here. Cutest. You've got to be towards the top. Alright, let me just search for you here. Hang on. Oh, it did not mark you. You know, I'm going to edit you right now. I am going to make you a regular. There you go. So that should be updated. You are now considered a regular. I don't know how to automate all of those functions yet. So now if you do exclamation mark, I still have to work out the ranks, like what point values equal what. But you're definitely a regular, so I marked you as a regular. I don't know if that counts for the COG rankings. This is why... Yeah, and I think I have to adjust how many COGs I'm giving away per hour or whatever. Nope, it's still unranked. So I guess the rankings for the other thing are different. I'm going to activate some gaming features around the COGs eventually. I haven't made the time to implement that, but I need to. You know, and that's part of the chatbot growth process, is you just add features over time. I at least figured out I want to use COGs as my currency. Ow. I killed all of you. It's the cutest. It's the cutest grind ever. It really is the cutest grind game ever. So yeah, I'm going to work on continuing to grow that and to build it out a little bit more. I one-hit kill you. Because I'm too strong for this quest, but I'm doing it anyway. Because I haven't gotten to any of the good quests yet. One of the lessons I learned, always go a little bit higher than you think you need to make a jump. Always. Because chances are you're gonna underestimate. So yeah, I've got to build out some more auto statements for Gerald as well. And the other thing I haven't been able to figure out is, so there's at one point where I share my, tip link if people want to give me, a donation or whatever. And I still haven't figured it out, but it looks like when Gerald puts that out into the chat, when Gerald puts that out there, it gets starred out, even though I've marked Gerald as a regular and I believe as a mod. It doesn't let that person post the link. So I'm not sure if it does some sort of mod functionality on Twitch that I need to accept Gerald as somebody that can do, because Gerald's the name of my bot, by the way, for those that are unfamiliar. And so I don't know if that's the thing that's causing the problem, that I have to do some sort of approval through Twitch on my bot to make it so it can post links. Because that's going to prevent my shoutouts as well once I get them programmed. I want to be able to program shoutouts as well. All right. Darn you! I'm running out of things to kill. When I run out of things to kill, it makes me upset. I need to have things to kill. Like you! Die, cute mushroom, die! Oh, that's... I have to turn on the quotes functionality too, then people can quote stuff. Ah! And then the quotes will pop into the chat at random. I like that. You know, random stuff that I've said during streams could potentially be used to pop in and stuff. Yeah, so this is the cutest grind ever. That's what I'm going to call this game, the cutest grind ever. And the reason I call it the cutest grind ever is because it is a grindy game, but it is so cute. And yes, I am perfectly comfortable saying cute, because it is. Anybody who can't claim that this is cute probably is broken. I mean, you could use anime. You could say it's anime themed, or it's well, technically it's Korean themed, because I believe this comes out of Korea. Yeah, it is cute. That's right. I love, like, when they get hit, their eyes get all big and buggy. It's like, ah, I've been hit. Like, watch when I hit this guy. Oh, I was in front of him. You couldn't see it. All right, I've gotta like get up next to one and hit it. Get up. The expressions on their faces are priceless. All right, see how its eyes like got all big? It's very brief because I'm so strong. I'm so strong and manly. Because I've been doing a lot of working out. You know, working at the Steamworks here. Shoveling coal. See, look at that. Its eyes like bug out. It's great. I'm only halfway through this quest, which is very sad. It is sad. Their eyes bug out of their head, though. It's great. It's great. I don't know if all of them... No, I'm pretty sure all of them do that. Even the snails do that. Except I one-hit kill snails now. So, let's see. One hit. Yeah. See, like, I one-hit kill snails now. Snails mean nothing to me. You know, it'd be awesome and disturbing at the same time if you had salt that you could pour on snails in this game. Remember doing that to slugs? It was evil. You know, when you're a kid, you get salt and you put it on top of a slug and it kills them. It's not a very nice thing to do. I believe that all creatures have some level of value. Yes, even mosquitoes. I know, right? It's like evil. Snake, kill the slugs. I saw something online once. It was a meme site of some sort, but I guess a guy regularly would have slugs come into his house, and so what he did was he found the point where the slugs would come in, and he made a maze with salt, and he decided to see if the slug was smart enough to, like, turn to try to work its way through the maze. And he discovered slugs are not smart enough to do that. It died. I wouldn't anticipate that slugs have very high priorities for their life. It's just like crawl around, eat, slime things, and reproduce. That's pretty much the life of a slug. Destroy plants. Yeah, that's the life of a slug. I mean, it's not an exciting life, but it is a life. Same thing with like gypsy moths we have here in the United States. You know, gypsy moths are terrible things for trees anyway. I mean, they're cool. I like seeing them. I used to call them tent worms growing up, because what gypsy moths do is they build these little silk tents that they lay their eggs in, or when their offspring hatch from the eggs, they automatically spin a silk kind of tent in the tree. Looks like a triangle. And there's like 100 of these caterpillars in there. And then the caterpillars eat the tree, which is terrible for the tree, obviously. or they eat that part of the tree, and then they break out of this little cocoon tent thing. And it's like, oh my gosh, like hundreds of these things around, and they're very weird looking caterpillars too. They've got like this black. They've got a fuzzy quality to them, and they've got this like black and white stripe down the back. They're kind of skinny. And they get really fat after a certain period of time, as caterpillars do tend to do. And then they go and they create a cocoon somewhere, and they then turn into a moth. And I guess the moth also eats the trees. So, yeah, they're not the greatest thing in the world, and actually they are an invasive species that the United States was not prepared for. The thing I can't stand that's an invasive species, though, in the United States is certain types of vines. I have vines growing all over my yard, and I rip them up by the roots, and they laugh at me, and they come back. And that's not easy work. That is not easy work, ripping vines out of your yard. I'll tell you that much. It is not. It makes for a very productive afternoon, but it's a very long afternoon if you're doing it. Especially once they start getting tangled in trees. Because then you have to kind of weed it out of the tree branches. Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of stuff that doesn't belong here. In terms of vines and gypsy moths and whatnot. But, I mean, but I mean, then what can you do about it? I mean, it's not like you can just like do a blanket poisoning of all the gypsy moths, because you would kill other ecosystems now. So it's like, we're stuck. Same thing with vines. I mean, vines, these particular vines, there is no easy way to get rid of them. I have tried like typical vine killer. You put it on the stump of just the vine that you kill. Doesn't work. Does not work. It's supposed to like kill the roots for you. I'll tell you, the roots are extensive on these things. Extensive. Die, snail. I wonder at what point in the evolutionary chain snails deviated from slugs. Because you know they're related. They've got to be. It's like, you know, snails are just slugs that have a giant shell connected to their back. That's all a snail is a slug that has part of its backbone has turned into a shell. That's all a snail is. At least, it seems that way to me. Have you ever heard of zombie fungus? That reminds me, talking about snails and slugs. Have you ever heard of zombie fungus? Oh my gosh, zombie fungus is an evil thing. Yeah, it's one of those things you read about online, and I'm glad there's not something like that that affects humans. Zombie fungus infects like snails or slugs or something like that, and ants as well. And what it does is, it somehow hijacks the creature's brain. And so it starts growing a stem out of the creature, but it hijacks the creature's brain. And it makes the creature go to like the highest place that the creature has access to, so it becomes visible to birds. And then the creature dies because the fungus is overtaking its body. And then the fungus sprouts, and it gets eaten by the birds because it looks like an even bigger worm growing out of a smaller worm or a smaller ant. And then it infects the bird as a parasite as well. And then the bird poops, and the poop gets on the ground, and then it infects more ants and more slugs. It's a great little vicious cycle. But the creepiest part about it is that it can take control over the ants and the slugs. It's really creepy if you think about it. Like, it's like one of those, dang nature, you're scary. Hooray, I've got extra stuff I can do. Let me just move over here for safe. Okay. I'm going to auto-assign based upon some supposedly good advice that I got. I'm going to look at my skills. I like Energy Bolt. Energy Bolt is my favoriteest weapons. MP Boost. MP Boost and Magic Armor are good. Alright. Back to the game. Yeah, I've never seen Last of Us. But yeah, it really is interesting, some of the stuff that's in nature. And it does make you worry a little bit about kind of the attitude of science from Jurassic Park. That Ian Malcolm, regardless of whether you read the book or you watch the films, you know, you were so preoccupied asking if you could that you didn't stop to ask whether or not you should. And unfortunately, don't get me wrong, I love science. I love what scientists do. Scientists have really helped us a lot in the world right now. But there are some things that scientists do that I go, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to do that? Like, we're going to start messing with the genetic structures of viruses. How many zombie movie plots is this? We're going to mess with the genetic structure of the common cold in order to hopefully cure cancer. And don't get me wrong, that's a great pursuit. I've had family members that have died from cancer. You know, I know plenty of people who have had cancer in their lives. So getting rid of cancer should be a top priority. Now, there are multiple ways of getting... Okay, see? That's what I'm talking about right there. Where I have Gerald the Dashbot saying something. Now, just curious, Suddenmore, when you're looking at the chat, does the link come across, or does it just show as stars? Because to me, it's just showing as stars. Is it showing as asterisks for you as well? Yep. Okay. That's a problem I haven't figured out yet. And I turned off link moderation in the chat, or in the chat bot, so I know it's not there. So maybe it's something in Twitch where there's link moderation taking place, and maybe I just have to make Gerald a mod. Yes, finally, I've got this quest done. So that's something maybe I gotta look for in chat, but if you are looking for what that is, it's my Streamlabs address. So I think it's streamlabs.com/ChrisDash83. No, I'm not asking you to go there right now. Yeah, I thought I turned the auto mod off, but I've gotta... Maybe it's that you have to like go in and manually mod links. So I'll have to do that after the stream. I want to explore that. Alright. That's enough of me making up stuff. Question box. What's a question mark? Only available for fairies. What random item did I get? It's a piece of a wing from a fairy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm using the Streamlabs one because some of the streamers that I use, or some of the streamers that I view use that. I've seen Stream Elements as well. There's a lot of them out there. You find the one that works for you, and you hit the groove, so to speak. But yeah, get rid of Nightbot. You don't want more than one bot. I mean, unless they're going to fight. That could be a gimmick. That could be a gimmick right there. Could you imagine you have two bots that constantly fight with each other? Like you build some sort of script so that they auto-trigger based upon the other one. Like you pre-plan the whole thing. That's a cool idea, actually. So we still got about 15 minutes left of this stream. What are we going to do? By the way, I may or may not... Yeah, I'm not doing song requests. I could turn it on. There's two ways you could do song requests. You could do song requests through Spotify in-stream labs, or you could do it through YouTube. Either way, I am never turning it on. Now, I will find a way to play music eventually, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Creative Commons, not Creative Commons. I'm going to use royalty-free music. I'm going to use music that I know is safe. I probably will eventually use the chiptunes thing. Because chiptunes, I found that chiptunes win when I'm listening to their station. It's made me ridiculously productive at work. Because game music, if you think about it, even if it's fake game music, even if it's game music not actually associated with a game. Let me see what I have here. I have 2 quests available here, supposedly. So I'm going to keep looking around town for people that have quests, because supposedly I have 2 quests available. But, crud, what was I talking about? Oh, well. I don't know what I was talking about. That's okay. The thought train has derailed. Yeah, that's a level 60 quest. I'm not even close to level 60. Who's this Betty person? Betty the biologist! I'm surprised she doesn't have a quest. But, oh, song requests. Yeah, I have those disabled. So, chiptunes. Chiptunes have made me ridiculously productive at work because you got to remember the nature of most game music is to kind of push you ahead and inspire you to keep playing and to feel like intense about the things in the game. So it's like, I'm supposed to feel intense right now. I'm busy, so bug off. Rude. How rude. Yeah, I'm a terrible person. I just did a Jar Jar Binks impression. Feel free to judge me. I'm going to go this way. I'm going this way. I remember going this way previously, and when I first started in this game a month ago, I remember going this way, and it was the worst decision ever. But now, I have power! And as you see, it's a lot easier. Power! Alright. I'm starting to sound like Emperor Palpatine. I'm not evil, so I better stop. I promise I'm not evil. Like, that's not the goal of my stream. I'm not going to have an evil-themed stream, so I, unfortunately, will never be part of Dark Forces. Ooh, blue slimes! Die, blue slimes! Die! Oh, yeah, that felt good. Anyway. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just going somewhere. I'm just, wandering around. Doesn't matter. All right, move. No, don't move back over me, you dumb thing. Stop! What have I ever done? All right, you're dead now. Thank you. Stop spawning on top of me! I gotta say, that's one of the more annoying things about this game is everything spawns literally on top of you. I killed 3 of you at once. I kill you. And death for you, and death for you, and death for you, and death for everyone. Yay, death. Yeah, I'll think about it. I want to find a stream team that, kind of fits my personality and my ideals and whatnot. But I'll get there eventually. Right now, I tag myself a little bit as Dork Forces, because Dork Forces have some of the fans of the Dark Forces team. And I'm kind of a fan of the Dark... Stop it! Cafe Noir, I think, started Dork Forces. I don't think I'm officially like a stream team member for that. I'll have to talk to Cafe Noir about that. As you know, Cafe Noir is the singer for Eye of the Betrayer, which is Death Metal Kyle's band. Poor Death Metal Kyle. I feel so bad for him. His music production machine died. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, can you imagine? Can you just imagine for one moment the computer you literally need for your livelihood dies? All right. I don't know what type of fairy you are, but you need to die. These are moth fairies. I'm calling them moth fairies officially because they're not cool fairies. They're not pretty. I'm sorry. I know. I'm being judgmental. Okay? So now people are going to accuse me of judging people based upon their appearance. Look, I'm not judging them just based upon their appearance in that they're an enemy, okay? They're clearly an enemy. They're clearly designed to kill me. So quit giving me flack about it. All right? I don't judge people by their appearances. Yada, yada, yada. You do you. Trust me. There's a reason why my stream does not have a web camera. If I judge by... I judge myself by appearances. That's why I don't use a web camera. If that makes sense. That and its extra bandwidth, I mean. I'm just going to go to this top tier and wreck these fairies. I wreck you! Actually, I'm kind of getting wrecked right now. I have no idea where I am. I have a map. See, these are nicer looking fairies. I feel bad. Sort of. Killing them. Sort of. Oh, I can't hit these as easily. You notice, like, I just keep going, and I don't know why I'm going where I'm going. It's just like, I'm going. I don't know why I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Alright, so that's kind of pointless. Oh, Oxymorons was created by Skull. I thought Skull is Dark Forces now, though. I mean, I think you could be part of more than one stream team. I've never been formally added to a stream team. Three Moon. Ooh, this is a guy. So you don't talk. What is this? What? What is this? Holy cow. What is this world? They are birds that have eggs on their heads. Oh my gosh. That is a thing. Yeah, I think I like joined. There was at one point I joined a community and I had to leave. And it's not that I don't believe the value of communities. Obviously, there's a huge value to communities. But the reason I had to leave was it was one of those communities where it was like, well, if you want to be part of this community, then you should be using Lurk TV to lurk on everybody's streams so that they get to affiliate faster. And I'm like, that's not how I want to get to affiliate. I don't want to get to affiliate because somebody is being made, you know, to lurk on my stream through a system that literally is designed to have you lurk on 5 streams at a time. Because here's the thing, if you're lurking on 5 streams, there's no way that your attention is on the people that you're watching. You can't simultaneously watch 5 things. Human attention does not work that way. And so I kind of took issue with that because if I'm going to make it, if I'm going to have people, if I want to get ahead, I don't want to get ahead based upon the fact that like people are being forced to lurk on my stream while they're lurking on like 7 other streams. It's not, to me, it's not truthful. Whoa. These axe stumps are a little bit rough. Oh, that was not a clean shot. But yeah. So, I mean, to me, if it's a real community, it is worth being a part of. Like, people who talk to each other, people who support each other, things like that. They're worth... Oh my gosh, these guys drop a ton of gold. These guys drop gold, yo. Yeah, I know. Stumps have axes in them. Yeah. They are enchanted evil stumps. Maybe, like, somebody tried to cut them down and they became sentient and then somehow just continued to split. But they've got some hecka cool drops. Ooh, what is a blue Morrican? Dang, these guys are strong. Alright, give me a second. Can I wear a blue Morrican? Yeah, there we go. I can wear them. What is this? I'm just comparing. Let's see. Requires level 10. Mine requires level 23. Int plus 8. Attack power plus 42. Required level... Actually, this weapon is better than my ice wand. Oh, not a weapon I can have. Boo. Oh. Wow. We're running out of time. That happened quickly. That time goes by when you're streaming and having fun. All right, let me just... Okay. So I think I'm going to end it here because I'm in a safe place. Holy cow, did that time go by fast. So, we're going to get out of the game here. Creepy music is Creepy. Okay. So. Wow. That's not normal. Okay. So give me a second. steamcommunity.com/ID/Chris-83. So, this is my Steam profile. I have 201 games, and I have a wish list. Somebody told me Slay the Spire is an incredible game, but I do not own it. So let me go to games. Now, the problem is I don't have a way of filtering by type of game. So I'm going to scroll through the list here. And Sudden Warrior, I'm going to need your help. We need to find games that don't have a defined ending or games that you play over and over again. And what we're looking for here, and what I mean by over and over again is it's like a roguelike where you play through it and then you beat it and then in like an hour or two, and then you can play through it again and beat it. So there's Starbound. I believe Starbound doesn't have an end. I believe Starbound just goes on and on and on. I have a lot of good games. I've just never gotten to play them. I'm looking for other games that are like that don't have a defined ending. I guess like some of the civilization building games like Caesar might not have endings. Obviously some of the ColecoVision and Atari games don't have endings. I don't know what other games don't have endings. I have way too many games. Anyway. Gabriel Knight does have endings. So as I scroll down here, if you see something that does not have an ending, I am not doing Paradise Island. I'm sorry. That just... It's an island where you walk around. It does not... Infamous Machine. King's Quest. That definitely has an ending, but King's Quest is an awesome game. Awesome old school game and awesome newer game. So, my summer car does have an ending, but it takes a long time to get to it. So, there are so many games here. I don't know which one to pick. There's some Genesis games, but Genesis games do have endings, generally speaking. I don't know what the Deer is. Wonder if that doesn't have an end. Ticket to Ride is like a board game, so that doesn't really have an ending. So that's my list. I don't know if anything looks appealing on here, but I'm thinking I'm going to go with Starbound. What do you think, Sun Warrior? I think Starbound is good. No, I don't want the unstable one. I want the stable one. The stable one's way up towards the top because I actually played it at one point, but I'm going to be starting from scratch. I mean, Carmageddon I could do too. There's technically a story mode in Carmageddon, but it's all about just getting through the levels and destroying other people. Oh, yeah. Starbound. Okay, so next month's Endless Weekend game will be Starbound, and that will be starting tomorrow. So if I have time to play tomorrow, I will be doing so. Now, we're going to do what we always do, even if it is a mini raid, but we're going to find somebody, a worthy person. And by worthy, I mean somebody that doesn't have a ton of people watching them. We're going to do Serious Jacks because we see Jacks all the time in other people's streams, and gosh darn it, we're going to raid Serious Jacks. So give me a second and we'll set that up. But in the meantime, before I do that, I do want to say thank you for joining me here in the Steamworks today for this Endless Weekend stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You tinkerers and engineers. Again, tinkerers, I'm saying, are people that follow. And engineers, once I get subscriptions, are going to be the people that subscribe. And of course, there's going to be 3 tiers of engineers because that's the way affiliates work. But again, Sudden Warrior, as always, you are like my favorite person ever because you make it so much easier for me to stream. Before you came along, I was basically streaming on my own. There are a few people that popped in, but you are the most consistent person coming to the stream, and I really appreciate it. So actually, I may or may not trust you. Actually, I might trust you enough to just, because you're here, because you're here so often, I might just like give you mod access because I don't think you're going to do anything stupid with it. So I may mark you as a mod at some point because, yeah, not that I expect you to mod. So that's the thing. I'm not marking you as a mod because I expect you to mod. I'm marking you as a mod because you're the person that, you know, if you're constantly on my stream like this, you're the person that has the most experience with the type of person I am. And when there comes a need to mod, chances are you'll kick out people that are being jerks and whatnot. So the power. So that may happen. We'll see. If you're interested, shoot me a private message or something. We'll chat. I don't have an issue. I do not see it as a huge responsibility right now. But yeah. So let us raid Serious Jax with his 9 either kick or time, depending. Yeah. Kick. Kick all the people. Kick them all. Oh, I want to kick you. Okay, give me a moment. Let's get this raid on. Okay, we're going to raid Serious Jax, but in the meantime, I will say thank you again for joining me. And for the stream, we'll hopefully be doing some Minecraft today. We'll be doing another Endless Weekend and Minecraft stream tomorrow, hopefully. And we are starting to do our 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. streams Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. It's brand new for July, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. Till next time, let's dash off.